Hello children, today we shall recite the poem Where Mind is Without Fear, written by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee to ever widening thought and action into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Now let's see the glossary. Fragments, pieces. Domestic, pertaining to family. Striving, try hard, motivated. Stream, river. Dreary, dull. Dead habit, outdated practices. Thought and action, the two facets of a balanced personality. Heaven of freedom, a joyful abode which has freedom for the individual. Let's know about the poet Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is one of the best known writers who wrote both in his mother tongue Bangla and in English. He was a poet, playwright, novelist, painter, educator, and a musician. He translated a collection of his poems, Gitanjali, which was published in 1912. In 1913, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. He is the author of the Indian National Anthem as well as the Anthem of Bangladesh. The poem is one of his vastly read and discussed poems. It was originally composed in Bengali under the title Prarthana, meaning prayer. Later, Tagore himself translated the poem into English, and that translation appeared in Gitanjali, for which he received Nobel Prize. He was the first Asian to receive Nobel Prize. When the poem was written, India was under the British rule and people were eagerly waiting to get freedom from British rule. The poem is written in the form of a prayer to Almighty for a true freedom for his country, and thus Tagore reveals his own concept of freedom for his country. Besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational and economic freedom for the people of India.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world's not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way to the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. Let my country awaken to the heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awaken to the heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awaken to the heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awaken.
Hope you enjoyed the song, children. Now, let's see the detailed explanation of the poem. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. In the first line, the poet prays to the Almighty that his countrymen must be free from any fear of oppression or forced compulsion. He wishes that everyone in his country has his head held high in dignity. In other words, in a truly free country, every person should be fearless and should have a sense of self-dignity. Where the knowledge is free. Here, the poet dreams of a nation where knowledge would be free. Knowledge should be available to everyone, irrespective of their social and economic status, religion and caste. Everybody should be allowed to acquire knowledge. Not only that, children should learn freely from nature and the world around them. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. In these lines, the poet emphasizes the unity of not only his countrymen but also the entire world. He thinks there should be no division among people based on their caste, creed, color, religion, or other baseless superstitions. There should be no prejudices and all should be united. Where words come out from the depth of truth. In this line, Tagore wants people who are truthful. They should not be superficial, and words should come out from the depth of their hearts. Where the tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. In this line of the poem, the poet wants everyone to work hard to reach their goal and in the long run to reach perfection. He thinks they should not be tired by working. People should not be lazy and ignore their work. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. In this line, the poet compares reason or logical thinking to a clear stream, and in the next line compares dead habits or superstitious beliefs to a dreary desert. He wants a stream of reason not to lose its way into the desert of prejudices. In short, people's thinking must be monitored by rational thinking, not by superstition. Logic should overrule old baseless beliefs. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. In these lines, the poet wishes his countrymen to be progressive and broad-minded. He wants that their minds are led forward to ever-widening thought and action by the Almighty. In short, we should be open-minded and do something unusual or extraordinary, overcoming the narrowness of the mind. Into the heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. In the final line, the poet addresses God as the Father. He asks him to awaken his country into such a heaven of freedom where the above conditions meet. Now children, let's read the summary of the poem. The poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, was written by one of the outstanding poets of our country, Rabindranath Tagore. It is a pre-independence poem in which the poet sincerely urges God to awake his fellow beings to realize the need to live in a free and united country. He sketches a moving picture of how he wishes India to be. The poet prays to the Almighty that his country should be free from oppression. He wants that everyone in the country should be free to hold their heads high in dignity. He dreams of a nation where knowledge or education should be free. That is, education should not be restricted to upper class only, but everybody should be free to acquire knowledge. There should not be any caste or gender discrimination for getting education. Tagore wishes for a world which is not fragmented by prejudices based on caste, creed, color or religion or other baseless superstitions. These prejudices and superstitions should not divide the people into groups and break their unity. He wants a nation where people are truthful, not superficial, and words should come out from the depth of their hearts. He yearns for a country where people would strive without getting tired to reach perfection, leaving behind prejudices and old traditions. Tagore wants the power of reason to dominate the minds of his countrymen. He doesn't want the stream of reason to be lost amongst outdated customs and traditions, and only that he can direct the mind to the selfless thoughts and everlasting action. In the final line of the poem, Tagore asks the Father, presumably God, to awaken his country into such a heaven of freedom. The poem is patriotic in nature, considering the independence and the happiness of the countrymen as the most important factor. If a country lacks such requirements, the countrymen can never be at peace. The society sends a message that the society should be free from all evils. Only then it can lead to progress. Now children, let's see some comprehension questions. What does the poet mean by the head held high? The poet pledges to the Almighty that his country must be free from any oppression or forced compulsion. He wants that everyone in his country should be free to hold their heads high in dignity. Second question. What are narrow domestic walls? Communal, regional and religious feelings are the narrow domestic walls. Third question. What does the poet mean by let my country awake? Tagore asked the Father, presumably God, to awaken his country into such a heaven of freedom where people are honest, truthful, and hardworking. Next question. What is heaven of freedom according to the poet? According to the poet, heaven of freedom means the place where freedom is prevalent and people are honest, truthful, and hardworking. The open-ended question. How can we get rid of narrow domestic walls? Express your views. Children, you can express your own views.